Welcome to today's video. Today's topic is how to make the best out of your experiences. Okay, how to make the best, especially out of your negative experiences. So I believe that nothing is happening by accident and everything is happening in divine timing. Okay, it means that experiences that are happening into your own life are actually happening in divine timing and with a higher purpose. And what I'm seeing in my own journey is the fact that in essence the universe responds to us. Okay, so we are in essence the creators of these experiences. And what the law of attraction reminds us is the fact that what we strongly believe to happen at a subconscious level will actually happen. So today's message is about making you guys realize that you are the creator of your own experiences, and the universe or life, they are only reflecting your own state of consciousness. Okay, so when you realize that you cannot really fail at life, I believe that we cannot really fail at life because the universe or God, the universe is too intelligent for that type of experience. Okay, we cannot really fail at life because in essence failure is just a perspective. Failure is just a mindset. Failure only happens into your own mind. And when you realize this, it's like you transcend everything. It's like you have the power to make the best out of the worst. And you have to realize that whatever you are finding yourself in life right now is actually exactly where you need to be. Okay, it is where you need to be. So realize that every single experience that you are having is happening for you. It is not happening against you. The universe is not against you. And you cannot really fail because love is all that there is. Okay, love is the high frequency of the universe. And when you realize this deeper truth, it's like you have the power to alchemize even negative experiences. Okay, so when something negative happens to you, it may be because you have manifested it in order to learn to transform your own life. When something negative happens, it is because there was a lesson in that experience. And when you embrace the lesson, it's like you realize that it was actually a gift. So your negative experiences are actually gifts from the universe for you to become stronger, more connected, and in alignment with who you really are. Now you have to make the most of life. I'm realizing in my own journey that I had moments where I was too static, not create who you really are. The universe will actually respond to you because in essence the universe always gives you what you are a vibrational match to. So learn to increase the vibe, okay? Learn to increase the frequency, learn to increase your perception and your mental field, and you will have the power and the opportunity to begin co-creating at a new level. Okay, so realize that your perception is so important. What is happening within yourself is so important. What is happening in your own mind and in your own body, it is so important. So in essence, you have to learn to take responsibility. Okay, you have to learn to take responsibility. You have to realize that you are the co-creator of every single experience that you are having in this lifetime. Okay, so you attract everything, and every single experience that you had so far was an opportunity for growth and expansion, and in essence it was also your own creation. Okay, so learn to become an alchemist. I'm realizing that the alchemist doesn't judge his experiences. Okay, he instead accepts them, he embraces them, he loves them. The alchemist learns to make the best out of the worst. The alchemist learns to really transform his energy. Okay, so when you are becoming more aware, when you are becoming more connected, you don't judge your past. Okay, you release the attachment to the past and you realize that what has happened, maybe it wasn't even your fault. What has happened because it was an opportunity for growth and expansion. Okay, so realize that, like I like to remind you guys, the universe always gives you what you need to experience. And in essence, the universe never gives you more than you can handle. Okay, and me myself, I have been through the dark night of the soul. I have been through really dark and painful moments. But what I'm realizing is the fact that it was just something that reflected chaos in order for me to find balance, in order for me to be more connected to who I really am. And what I'm doing right now is I'm not judging my experiences. I'm realizing that there is a higher vibrational flow of consciousness. There is a higher vibration and an intelligent vibration that connects everything into our own lives. Okay? The universe is intelligent. The movement of life is happening on a purpose. And even if it seems like it's negative or out of alignment, it is actually something that we must learn to heal from. It is something that we must learn to learn something from. Okay? So you have to learn from your own experiences. Now, if you take responsibility, you realize that you have the power to be responsible for the life that you are creating. Okay, so you have the power to really get to transform your experiences. You get to have the power to accept yourself. And when you accept a negative experience, it's like you don't judge it anymore. You realize that it has happened for you. You realize that it has happened with the purpose of you becoming who you really are. And you have to become who you really are. And usually negative experiences or negative states of consciousness, they give us the opportunity to learn to transform what is happening inside and outside of ourselves. So go within yourself and really get to question your belief system, question your emotional patterns, get to improve these things, okay? Get to improve what is happening in your mind, in your body, and in your emotional field. Because the more that you improve what is happening inside, is the more that you improve what is happening outside, okay? So realize that your inner world, your state of consciousness is what you have to work with. Okay, the more that you change what is happening within is the more that you change what is happening outside. And you have to trust the divine timing of your own life. You have to trust the fact that the universe always gives you what you need to experience in order to step into your own evolution. Okay, the universe always gives you what you need to experience in order for you to become your best version, in order for you to awaken your potential and your consciousness. Okay? So divine timing happens and everything is being interconnected. The universe doesn't play by accident. Nothing is being happening by accident. Everything is actually interconnected. And when you realize this, you realize that you cannot really go wrong. You cannot really fail at life. Because again, the universe is too intelligent for that type of creation. So you cannot really fail. And my suggestion is, if you want to improve your experiences and if you want to make the best out of your own experiences, you have to learn to be grateful. You have to focus on the small steps. You have to really get to do the things that actually make your heart smile. You have to learn to take the first and the next step. It's all a process. You don't have to be focused on the final product, because maybe it doesn't even matter what we achieve, but more likely who we become in the process. Okay? So you have to learn to release the attachment to the outcome. You have to learn to release the attachment to your negative past experiences. Okay, this is how to make the best out of your own experiences. Release the attachment. Okay, so yes, I'm realizing in my own journey that sometimes it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy to transform past experiences. It's not easy to make the best out of the worst, but it's worth it. And it all starts with acceptance. It all starts because when you accept, you are no longer in resistance. When you accept, you are no longer in resistance. You are no longer attached to the experience, but more likely you have the opportunity to transform it into a harmonious experience. Okay? So thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level and really get to learn more about your spiritual nature and learn more about how to begin to create the life that you want to experience, feel free to send me a message. And you have to realize that you are where you need to be, and you have to realize that responsibility is important. Okay, responsibility is important, and especially responsibility for your own inner world. Okay, you have to learn to heal yourself, you have to learn to raise your energy. I mean, this is only my subjective perspective. You have to do your own thing. Okay, you have to focus on what you want to experience. This is just a subjective and relative perspective. But what I'm realizing is the fact that we live in amazing times. Okay, we live in times where people are getting more and more connected to who they really are. People are learning more and more about the secrets of life. We are learning more and more about the heart space and love. Okay, so I'm realizing that love is the highest frequency, and the more that we learn to operate from love is the more that we heal ourselves. The more that we learn to operate from love is the more that we transform everything. So someone who is responsible turns every single negative experience into the vibration of love. Okay, so yes, thanks so much for watching, and this is today's message about turning every single negative experience into your own favor. You have to connect to a higher way of being. You have to connect to who you really are. That is how to turn negative experiences into your own favor. You have to learn to accept and love yourself unconditionally. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to press the like, the subscribe button, and share this video with someone you love if you feel like doing that. I love you so much, guys. Much peace, and see ya.